Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Thursday, October 12th, and just got done with the soaking rain where we're going to be eyeballing a powerful storm that'll come in over the weekend that could bring anywhere some heavy rains to a little bit lesser an amount of rain, but a better chance of severe storms. And you can see the final tally ended up at 0.74 inches of rain from the forecasted amount that I had of between 6/10 and 1 inch. And again, the weekend storm could bring some areas between 1 to 2 inches of rain, much less possible across the southeast part of the state depending on where that track is. Right now it looks like the heaviest rain will be across the northwestern areas such as Breckenridge to Middleton, over towards Clarksville and Newaygo, and even farther to the northwest, with lesser amounts as you head to the southeast. That's the way it looks now, but a lot can change between now and then. And again, the best chance of severe storms looks like it may be over southeast lower Michigan, as some very warm air tries to help intensify the storm. The stronger the storm intensifies during late fall storms, they tend to track a little bit farther northwest, and we've seen a little bit of shift in that here over the last couple of model runs. If we look at temperatures out there this morning in the upper 40s to low 50s, so a little bit cooler this morning than the last morning. And across the state of Michigan, you can see temperatures in the 40s and 50s across lower Michigan. And you get up into northern lower Michigan, especially the interior areas, you can see temperatures in the 30s, as well as some cooler temperatures in the eastern UP. And we'll show you that here. As we take a look at the low level wind field, you can see some lighter winds across northern lower Michigan and across the eastern UP. And again, that is where the radiational cooling is allowed to see those temperatures fall a little bit more than some of the areas with a little bit stronger winds that are coming off the lakes, including off Lake Michigan as it heads into the western end of the UP. If we look at, again, the breakdown of the storm, you can see leading the way was Clarksville at 1.13, 1.07 at Lansing, and 1.05 in Breckenridge, and an inch in Jasper. And you can see on the chart how that fared out. And you can see the storm average, 0.74, was right in the range of where we forecasted, between 0.6 to 1 inch of rainfall. So nice. We had 4 locations within that zone, 4 locations above it, and 5 below it. So it worked out pretty well on that storm. If we look at the radar out there, nothing going on across the Great Lakes this morning. And if we look at the weather map, you can see that system is now well off to the east. Again, later today into tonight, we could see a slight chance of an isolated shower here and there, but for the most part, it looks like just lots of clouds. And our energy developing off to the west will be sinking into the Kansas, Oklahoma area. And again, it's going to be moving up this front as this front slowly moves to the southeast, and it's going to be very important where that front is when the storm comes up through it. Right now it looks like it's going to be across northeastern or north central Wisconsin, and again, I think that will allow for more warmth to take place across southeast lower Michigan, so the higher severe threat may be in that area. And you can see where that front is expected to be, and the low pressure system begins to get cranked up, and it's going to lift this front back to the north a little bit, I think into Wisconsin. So the low pressure system looks like it'll track right across north central or northeastern Wisconsin. That'll put us in a good southerly flow with lots of moisture coming up out ahead of that system. You can see the day 3 severe weather outlook. This would be for later Saturday into Saturday night. And you can see a slight risk. Don't be surprised if you see that extended into the lower peninsula here as we get closer to the event. As far as rainfall from the GFS, you can see a big cutoff between some very heavy rains to very little rain on the GFS. The European overall is almost in the same identical area, only it's a little bit more aggressive with rain, maybe a quarter to a half inch across this area, around an inch again to an inch and a half across central lower Michigan, and 1 to 2 plus inches of rain across much of north central and northern lower Michigan. Again, so we'll keep an eye on where that storm track. If it tracks further to the northwest, that'll push the heavier rains farther back. If it tracks a little bit farther southeast, then much of the area could see some very heavy rainfall, but a less of a severe weather threat. So again, it's going to be really dependent on how strong and where that storm tracks. And this is the outlook from the WPC. And again, it's taken some of the heavier rains that was included across southeast lower Michigan, pushed them back into more in the area of central Michigan as it looks right now. And again, you can see some very heavy rainfalls are possible, again, in that Breckenridge, Middleton, Clarksville, Newaygo, in those areas of our weather station network. And for that reason, I'm a little less bullish on wanting to forecast. My initial thoughts were to forecast about 9 tenths to 1.4 inches in that range. We may drop that a couple of tenths and make it the overall 13 station average around 3/4 of an inch to 1.25 inches. But we'll see. We'll try to issue that forecast either tonight or definitely first thing tomorrow as far as how much rainfall I think we'll get. You can see the forecast today, much cooler. We'll probably even see highs only in the upper 50s today, maybe around 60. But again, plenty of clouds around, a very slight chance of an afternoon shower, evening shower. And then for tomorrow, with more in the way of sunshine, we'll get up around 70 degrees and we'll be at least in the low to mid 70s again on Saturday. Again, if that storm tracks even further north, we could see temperatures in the mid 70s to possibly close to 80. And again, we got a good chance of rain and thunderstorms, and right now I'm thinking the best chance if we're going to see the severe weather could be late Saturday into early Sunday hours. And again, lots of rainfall expected. And again, this was not the storm forecast for this upcoming weekend. This was the past one. Again, we'll issue that later on today. As far as weather watch, there is nothing out there again, but this is where I'm thinking right now the heaviest chance of rain will be from around this line to the north. Better chance of severe weather will be across southeast lower Michigan. And again, we'll update that here tomorrow as well, and we'll issue that forecasted rainfall amounts as well. Thanks for stopping by and have yourself a great day, and 73s to all.